It's crazy. My E-Trade was open for like 3 hours. As soon as I start my live, they close all my windows. So I went into the day overnight. I went into in with a straddle. Made quite a bit of money on the short side, obviously. And what I did is I utilized some of that money and opened up another spread, another straddle, and that's accumulating money as we speak. 353 puts, 384 calls, and obviously we went to the downside. There's a reversal here in this last hour, it looks like, and also kind of like in the post-market, a fake out. The bullish price swings is nullified. See that? And then we have it here in the morning. I think, yeah, see, here's that reversal. I mean, really, we should be hitting like a crest based on where the moon is, and we're seeing lows. Also, like I said, remember I said if there's a skew, like if there's a really strong downtrend, then this will be skewed. And you can see we have an extreme downtrend, right? So usually you get like a reverse of the shadow period. Alright, so this was the shadow period, right? We had a drop, a little bit of a move higher, a big drop, and then a little bit bigger of a move higher. And so what you see in the I don't know why these lines keep moving, like, geez. So weird. I should probably pay attention next time to where they're moving to. But in any case, so between this period here, this is the actual retrograde period between these two vertical lines. You usually see a reverse image, kind of reverse pattern, if you will. But when you have a really strong trend, like we do, it's going to be skewed, and you can see we kind of have it, but it's skewed. We started with the down, then we went up, then we went down some more. There should be a little bit of that. But you know, it's seriously skewed, which doesn't bode well for the next shadow period. Yeah, and you can see that moon card started last night. We had like a pop here that I would have expected a bigger pop here, but again, we have such a strong downtrend that the bullish cards are getting like waxed. In any case, we saw the reversals a little bit late in the day, and that's retrograde for you, but then continued to move down. And that's that failure card right here. Just finishing up the SO meta for Tesla. I always reference my website, the card pages, when I'm doing the relationships, because it's really important not to miss or like screw it up. So I always double check. Especially during retrograde, it's good practice to double check everything. And I'm purposefully not talking about Tesla yet because I haven't done the prediction. I'm not going to discuss it. Remember, it's a manifestation. Yeah, see, how about that for a reversal? Now, I would say, I might have said that Monday's a bullish day, but based on the downtrend and the fact that we have this black bull here, it very well could be a really down day. Like, we could have a gap down and then hit some resistance, like bump along resistance, or we could, I mean, look at all these lows. This should be green though. This is an upward ruin, always upward. So I did this reading back before I really understood that ruin. Yeah, and see, at the high, I'm advised to avoid taking risk. There's a big move off of the high, it looks like. I believe that's all of them. Looking for relationships with that now. Adjustment. Queen of Swords right here. Alright, that's sorrow. Now I'm doing happiness. So what I'm doing, guys, is if you don't know the system of SOMETA, the way that it developed, oh my God, so much trial and error. But basically, the system this is a completely different way of utilizing tarot to do timing. It didn't exist before I did it. It's kind of like a combination of a couple different tarot techniques, but used in a way that's never been done. And so what you have are these timeline cards. Right? These horizontal strips, these are timeline cards. Each one of these represents a day in October. And then you have the significator cards, right, which are above and below them. And each significator card has a specific meaning, where its relationship, where it has relationships to other cards on the timeline indicates where that meaning takes place in time. It's really simple, but finding the relationships took me a long time. Yeah, so reversal, right? That started right at 3 o'clock, pretty juicy. Finally on point. This was really a wacky one for me. But we should see sideways fluctuations with a bullish trend preceding a decline. Oh, wow. So we might come... No, I don't think we're going to come back to that. That's interesting. So if you just hopped on, I'm on both sides of the market. I sold my short side of the straddle that I had overnight. I sold that and then opened up another straddle. And the short side is still doing pretty well. It was doing better before we started making this move to the upside. But in any case, I've got a position in both directions right now, expiring on October 3rd. 353 puts, 384 calls. And what I'm doing here is just finishing up the October Tesla reading, but I'm intentionally not discussing it yet because I haven't actually recorded it, and I'd rather not blend my manifestation. There we go. Right. All right, now I'm doing the Queen of Cups. Hey, Phil. How you doing, man? My dog was barking. The music just stopped on my earphones. I knew he was barking. my dog only eats food if he thinks it's my food. Well, unless he's really, really hungry. But like, so I take his food and I put it in a dish and I have it sit here next to me at the computer for a little bit. And he thinks, wow, it's really stuck in there. It's never happened before. And it sits next to me for a little bit and he sits there begging because he thinks it's my food, and then I give it to him. Hermes. So good. Now I have it sit there for a little and then he'll eat it immediately when I put it on the floor. Ace of Discs or Princess of Discs, there we go. Looks like the 5th is a big deal about something. Ooh, should keep my mouth shut. So purple represents trade opportunities. And tarot for traders, purple is like psychic. It represents psychic impressions and trade opportunities. Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Ten of Swords. We got a pretty big drop, maybe 2 of them in October, guys. I think there's a little bit of a relief rally in the first week. It's possible. I'm not talking about Tesla, I'm talking about the market in general. And then there's like a big drop here. I see highs and lows on so many October charts right here. I mean, not like for good. There's another highs and lows over here, highs and lows over here. So there's like a lot of volatility going on. You can see there's an important high and an important low both in October for the S&P 500, right? And yeah, it's going to be a crazy October, guys. That's my sense. That like even the clear kinetics is showing up in a lot of times on these Octobers. All right, so that's Three of Cups. Looking at the Six of Discs now. my sense is that we go lower. We go lower, and you can see we have the Prince of Swords here for today's theme. Also significant, like Prince of Swords is significant around the morning. It's like a continued decline if you like over the weekend is my sense. Is it's a continued decline, and that's why that's sitting there. Waning enthusiasm. This move to the upside is mixed with overlapped with sorrow from the month spread, so that could be bearish too. Opportunity to open up long position, or excuse me, short position. Volatility. Yeah, I mean, my sense is that we're going lower, guys. But with that said, I've learned my lesson so many times during retrograde. This entire retrograde, I've been making money. As long as I've had a straddle or strangle on. When I was playing both sides at the same time, I make money. When I'm on one side, I didn't do so hot. So I'm on both sides still. Especially because when I'm looking and judging things within retrograde, it's important to remember that things are not what they seem. But to answer your question succinctly, Raymond, I think we probably have a continuation of this decline into Monday morning. So a gap down. If you guys go check out my November 28th post from last year. Where's November 28th? Might have been November 26th. Somewhere in the November 20s. Anyhow, it was right. I think it was here or here. One of those posts, either on like either on the 23rd. I think it was the 23rd actually. So the post on the 23rd, I specifically said that this is probably the last opportunity you have. I got to get my dog. The last opportunity you have before a significant decline.
Stop barking. No barking. No.
Hey Hermes, you want some food now? No? You want your treat? Yeah, as long as you're on the long side as well, I would say that's a good idea. Because remember, the low in October on the 1 year is also a fake out. It's one of 3 significant fake outs that we have in the year of 2020. There was one towards the end of February. There was one around the low in May, and then we have this one here around the low in September. And there's a fake out here at the low. So important to remember that right now it looks like we're going lower, but if this is the fake out, you know what I mean? So that's the thing about retrograde is it like things like today's reading was accurate if you push the time like a significant amount. And by that I mean, oh my God, Hermes, what are you doing? Have some food, buddy. Little troublemaker. Oh yeah, he's like a toddler. Don't look at me like that. Yeah, so, you know, I mean, it could very well be like a serious fake out. Because this would be a pretty, I mean, this is a pretty deep low already, guys, you know. That's another thing I also predicted. So it was, I'm pretty sure it was November 23rd, and I was off. I was wrong. I was off by one crest. I was like, this is probably the last opportunity you have to open up or protect against long positions or open up a short position before the next major downturn or major decline. And then I also predicted price levels that we would break through. Pretty sure I'm on point so far. It's just I saw the drop happening in a much shorter amount of time. Little troublemaker. Hermes, I'll put you down, but no barking. No barking. You hear me? Oh, thank you. I talk to him like a person. He understands me. Sometimes he reads my mind. He'll know that I'm about to give him food before I even like do anything that would make him think that. Hierophant. I believe there's no Hierophant in this reading. Empress. No barking. No barking. Prince of Discs, I believe there's no Prince of Discs here either. Last one, Princess of Wands. That should be quite a few correlations to that one. Dead cat bounce? Interesting. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So I think probably what that is, I noticed that when I was doing the reading. I remember now. Thanks for reminding me, my man. You're really good at reminding me the important things. Love it. Hermes, no barking. Oops, sorry, September. Okay. So my sense is that we bump up against resistance on the 26th, but that doesn't necessarily mean there isn't a big drop first and it's a lower resistance. It's hard to determine. But you can see there's also the Knight of Wands here on the 28th. It's very significant. What I think we'll see is we're going to see a pretty notable rally that breaks down maybe on the third day. Let's take a look again. Right, so the sneak preview for the 27th is the Knight of Wands, right? This is like usually a bit of a rally card, like a sideways rotation that turns more into bullish sentiment, or it gains bullish sentiment as you move forward in time. All right, and then there's the sneak preview card again, the Knight of Wands. Man, look at that reversal, guys. Knight of Wands, right, again. And the following, this one's not always so bullish, that's the thing, and these are bearish. This is probably where we break down. Yeah. Looks like we probably break down through it. So we're probably rallying along a diagonal trend line on the 27th. And then somewhere on the 28th, we break down through that diagonal trend line. Another thing that is important to point out, I noticed that I missed this yesterday when I was talking about the unicursals. There's a unicursal on the 27th. It's just kind of hidden, right? Well, where's the... Oops, sorry. I get confused. I'm doing so many different time frames. And right here we have the unicursal on the 27th. So this is super important, guys. There's going to be a drop, like a big drop. I think we have a little bit of like a move to the upside or a test. Maybe it's not even to the upside. Maybe it's just like a pause because the decline is like the trend is so strong.
No barking. No barking.
There may also be something with a male ruler, like something impacted by a male ruler. It may be highlighted. That's another thing that it could be over like a 3-day period where like there's a lot of behavior that had to do with like maybe a male ruler, male leader of some sort. Good boy, Hermes. Yeah, I did Apple. It's coming out tonight. Yeah, I'll post that tonight for you, B. Oh, of course they do. Of course they do. I've always felt that way. You know, they're super important high holidays, like super important. Like I even what do you call it? I can't think of the word. I observe those holidays myself. I was raised Jewish. I like to think I have more of like an autosocratic type of spirituality at this point, but a lot of it stems from Judaism and Jewish mysticism. That's an interesting viewpoint. I never heard of that, but I mean, like, this is the type of holiday where you like don't you don't wear like leather shoes. You like you know, if you're really observant, you don't work, you don't watch anything, you don't turn a light switch on or off. Whatever it's on when you go into the holiday, it stays that way. If you wanted to cook food, it better have been cooking before you started the holiday. Like, there's no work. You observe God. Period. And I think that's super, super important, guys. Super, super important. Also, I feel like Yom Kippur is the closest. It's the time of year where the door to the gate to speak to God, to heaven, is thinnest. My crown chakra seems to like really like light up when it's around that time. Hey, Caroline. All right, so Ace of Wands. I got a new mouse. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm pretty sure there's no Chariot. I always double check because I do so many I get confused sometimes. Priestess. Lust. There we go. It would take me so much longer to do this if I didn't have a Mac. My God. I'll be very brief on what I say about it because I don't like to talk about them until I record them. Pretty big move off of the high to the downside. Big move off the high, and a notable rally to meet the high as well. So I would say there's an opportunity to get out, like a good opportunity to get out of Apple in October. And then I'll post it tonight, like the full reading, but I don't want to talk about it until I do that. It's super important. Like, you got to remember, these are manifestations. What I say becomes reality. I have to be in the right state of mind. Almost done with Tesla. Yeah, I don't like this mouse. Oh wait, no, it's 4 cups. of Wands, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Yikes, what is that doing there? I don't know what that thing's doing there. That's interesting. Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords. Oh yeah, oh for sure. Check this out. October, look at this, guys. Do you see this? Like this whole area right here is the Clear Kinetics. That's on the October. Matter of fact, this is one of the only ones that doesn't really have like a bunch of jumbled cards there. Tesla, interesting. Oh, that's the wrong one. See, there's some stuff going on there for sure. It's gonna be a really wild October, guys. I just realized I didn't put in the moon. Oh, I did put in the moons. $10.25, but I didn't know. I don't think I notated that it's a solar eclipse. Yeah, right in there. And remember, guys, there's stock market crashes. They have a pretty strong correlation to solar eclipses. Doesn't mean that we always have one, but like if it's looking like we're gonna have one and there's a solar eclipse approaching at the end of a retrograde, oy oy oy. And it's a bloody retrograde too. Most retrogrades in the middle, you don't continue to go down. I've seen a few, like maybe this is the third one like that, but I've been watching 3 a year since 2007, so that's not that many. Alright, I'm almost done with that Tesla. Let me finish that. My sense is that there's a little bit of like a fake out in the markets the first week of October. But these aren't the most bullish cards, and we are in a notable decline, like a strong downward trend, so it's possible. Yeah, there's a drop, guys. And we have some domestic unrest around the 11th as well. A lot of money to be made in October, guys. I can't wait. Oof. I've been excited about October for a while now. I looked at November already, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Did I get them all? Yes, okay. Now let's look for the high. It's a nice reversal there. And that would be some shit if we do have a high, excuse my French, but if we do have a high at the end of the day, that would really be something else. Ace of Wands, significant. A lot of these Octobers have significant high in them. That's another thing to be mindful of. Significant highs usually mean like good opportunities to get out before a downturn. We're already in a downturn, that's concerning. And so I'm advised to purchase protection, like in all of these purple areas, all these days with purple, they're all like buy protection, buy protection. So like there's a rally going on early on and then it declines, my sense. Lust. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's like some real whipsaw action here in the 10th through the 12th, in the market, anyways. 7 of Wands, 8 of Discs, and there's no 8 of Discs or not. Yeah, see that overlap. I've been getting this a lot lately with these Octobers, a lot of overlap. Makes for a pretty wild reading. Ugh. Cross correlations for crypto in the second week of October. Yeah, what I've noticed about the crypto readings thus far is they seem to be following a similar pattern to Bitcoin. I'll get into that in a second. I'm almost done with this. Just want to finish it. Tiny move is difficult. I don't like that. Huh. This is a wild. Tesla's always got wild readings. All right, so I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm gonna post this tonight. So the ones that are coming out tonight. Matter of fact, one more thing. That's one. I'm just looking at which places are most likely to be the low, like the low low. All right, well that's pretty simple. So we've got a low here. I think probably. On the 19th, 20th, I think. Anyhow, I'll get into this reading today. Let's take a look at that crypto. And the readings that are going to come out today, or I should say this evening, AMD, Avalanche, Apple, MGM. I've been busy, you guys. I think I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing yesterday. I've just like literally been working nonstop. From the moment I woke, I started working, doing readings, like nuts. Yeah, okay, so I think I might get another one done, probably not tonight. So that's a good amount to record. So those will be coming out tonight. All right, so cross correlations with crypto. Did I do ET? I think I did ETH already a while ago. Yes. Oops, I'm gonna put Bitcoin in the center. Yeah, there's a high around the 5th, 6th cross correlation between Cardano, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Looks like another high around the 11th. Maybe not for Ethereum. It's possible. There could be a high there, but I'm also picking up on a low. There's lows within close proximity to highs here. Looks like Ethereum takes a little bit of a different route for the most part. Some of these things are lined up, like around the 19th, the 18th, 19th, there's another high. Around the 25th. And it looks like probably another low somewhere towards the very end of the month for most of them. But yeah, they're all following pretty similar patterns. And what's interesting to note is they're even following similar patterns to the stocks. Like there's a high, when we look at the S&P 500, look what I'm talking about. So this is Cardano, right? We got a high over here, right? We got a high on the 7th. Bitcoin, high over here, high on the 7th. Ethereum's a little bit different, but we've got a high around the 6th, 7th, or 5th, 6th, right? There could be a move to the upside, maybe not necessarily high, but I see low correlations there, so that's interesting. It takes a different stance a little bit. What else do we got? I don't know if I did oh, let me see if I did Harmony Coin. No. Shibcoin. Where's the, oh, there we go. Yeah, see high around the 10th, 11th, another one on the 7th, another high, like crest or high here around the 17th, but there's all, and Shibcoin looks really bullish for the majority of October, basically. Well, I mean, there's a unicursal there, but I mean the overall theme. These are two super bullish cards, and it looks like we probably have some sort of fake out in the early part of maybe like the first couple days. Yeah, so there's going to be highs around the 7th, around the 10th, 11th for sure, man. That's what it's looking like to me with the cross correlations. Oh, did I lose E-Trade again? Jeez. Well, I'll tell you, ETH is looking super bullish. Like, I wonder if I started doing that notation on here when I did that one. It might have been too early. No, it's too early. Like, if you go and you check out the ETH 10-year, I'm pretty sure it's super bullish. You're welcome. And then the puts 348s and 383s. .348s, 383s. I mean, that would be a nice drop. I've got 353s, 353 puts. And then what else? 383 calls. Oh, might be kind of juicy actually. When do they expire? October 24th. Oh, you mean October 26th? But when did the options expire? And look at that reversal at the end of the day. Wow. Probably. What's interesting about Cardano is that I see, I saw something about government, like it becomes established with a government, not necessarily ours, but I saw something to do with government, and it becomes like more standardized. So those, they expire on the 20th. Oh, October 24th. I was thinking September. Okay, October 24th. Nice. Yeah, so you should be good on, I think you'd probably be good on both of those. The 383 call is a pretty good price level if you ask me. Unless we have a super deep dip, then it would be trash, but it wouldn't matter. It's possible that we revisit, it's possible that we see the 380s, the low 380s, in the first week of October. It really depends on how far down we go in the end of September. Philip, I wonder if you know which video it was where I'm like, this is probably the last day for you to open up protection for your long positions or take profits or open up short positions before the downturn. It was right here. I was wrong. There was one more opportunity, but there was a little fake out, and then there was one more opportunity, but still pretty damn close, guys. For a reading that was done over almost a year ahead of this. 2023's been done for a while. I wonder if I put it in its folder. Yeah, I did 2023's 1 year on August 5th, halfway through the year, basically. Yeah, so I think you're probably good on that straddle that you have. It's a pretty wide straddle, but it's Mercury retrograde. That's the time to do wide straddles. Like that, I would never recommend that wide of a straddle if it wasn't Mercury retrograde, just to be clear. But yeah, I think those are pretty good price points. I'd probably want to I'd want to be a little bit higher on the 348 puts. I'm at 353, probably be a little bit higher, but still you'll probably make some money. I mean, you would make some money if we see that big move to the downside. No issue there. All right, guys, I'll take any last questions, and I'm going to hop on TikTok. No worries, man. I know I did, I'm obsessed with this now, guys. I did I posted 84 videos in the last 30 days. Free videos. 84 of them. Yeah. So yeah, with that said, there's several more coming out. If you just hopped on this evening, we've got Apple for October, all for October. Apple, AMD, Avalanche, MGM, and Tesla. Anything else? I might actually be able to get in some more readings for October. It looks like it's possible that I could, based on how much I have. I still need to do Netflix. I still need to do silver. Oh, I got to do silver ASAP. TTOO. I may be able to get in some more readings, guys. So if you have requests for readings if you requested them already and I didn't get to them, I may be able to get to them. Yeah, you got it, Raymond. Thanks for watching, dude. Yeah, I have an assistant, or I had an assistant that was supposed to be doing that, but she's gone now. My new assistant, I have her working on some other stuff, but that'll definitely be on the agenda to make shorts out of those. I mean, like, so check it out. If this is a fake out, right? Like the low in October is supposed to be a fake out. We were pretty on point with the 1 year regarding the other fake outs. The one in February, late February, and the one around the low in May. And so there's another one here in September at the low. Oops. And so, you know, the low could really, we could go deeper than this and make it look like we're going super low, and then that would set us up perfectly for an October. Where are you? For an October, we have like a rebound, kind of like a bounce, if you will, a bear market bounce here, or maybe it's a dead cat bounce actually, Philip. That could be a dead cat bounce. That's probably a dead cat bounce, Philip. The first week of October. Yeah, and there's a fake out at the end of the last day of the month here in September as well, at a low. And looks like that's the only fake out at the low. It's the last day of the month. Interesting. But it's about to get real hectic, guys. It was pretty wild when we had just entered retrograde on the 9th, when we still had some wild stuff going on here on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. See, like, still a lot. So this is, oh, yikes, jeez. God, I hope people have protection. That's all I'm saying. I hope people have protection. This could be a serious fake out, though. Like, we have a snapback out of it, and then maybe another drop. I have to find that video, because I basically specified, I did a reading to see what price levels, what major support levels we broke through on this decline. And so far, I mean, I'm pretty sure all of these are on it. I'm almost positive all of those are on my list, as well as like here around 336, and possibly here, I don't remember, but 290. It was pretty fucking, excuse me, it was pretty scary. Excuse my French, it was pretty scary. Oh, I would appreciate that, Philip. If you could find that, that would be so awesome, man, because I'll make a post out of that, and like that'll really help the channel like big time. What the heck? See, like, where do these vertical lines come from? I didn't draw these. Like, what the heck? I'm getting so fed up with E-Trade, guys. If you haven't noticed, I'm really getting fed up with it. My chart's going to be done soon. We got stuck on a bug during retrograde. Go figure. Any last questions or any tickers that you want to see come out in October? I may still be able to get. It looks like if I record all 5 of these tonight and release the 5 that I talked about tonight, then I'll likely have a few days where I can do add some more tickers to the list. What would you guys want to see? I recommend Capital One Bank. I'm going to do Capital One Bank. If you guys are interested, if you guys are like thinking, oh, the banks are going to do well based on the interest rates, I'd say probably Capital One Bank. I'm going to do the reading, but my sense for a long time, I mean, I was following Capital One Bank when it was in its like 30s, I believe it's 30s or it's 40s, and it was just so obviously a good buy to me because they treated their customers so different from everybody else. And the thing about the new age guys is that if these big companies don't get their acts together and start behaving with ethics and morals towards the people that they're making money off of, they're leaving the door wide open for somebody to come in and utilize that as a niche and take over. So the good guys have opportunities now to take businesses that they wouldn't have been able to get into before if there's still despicable practices going on that are accepted, like virtual monopolies and stuff like that. There's an opportunity for the little guy, the little nice guy, to get in and actually make a killing by providing that conscientiousness, providing that like service with morals and ethics and doing things the right way. People appreciate that these days. 3,200. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my price levels go all the way down there, maybe even to here, 293. I'm pretty sure they go into the 200s. You guys, what you got to understand is as we move forward in time, right? Like I'm pretty sure they go into the 200 range. Like we break through this 200 day right here, and it's serious nosedive, guys. Right, so like around, I'm pretty sure my price levels, I did a reading for as low as 213, so I'd be interested to know what that said. Should have written it down, or I did, but I've written so many other things down by now. In any case, so what's important about to notice, guys, is as we go forward in time, and it's not just the stock chart, it's everything in reality. As we go forward in time, there's higher highs and lower lows, and also within closer amounts of time. So more change, less amount of time, right? That's how everything in reality is like transforming at all moments, right? And so that's the cool thing about the chart, is that when you understand it, it's kind of like you can see a measurement of things that are happening elsewhere and just kind of like translate it over. But with that said, bigger swings, less time. So like be prepared for like the biggest drop you've seen, because it could happen. It could very well happen this retrograde. Yeah, but that 3,200 level, right there, I think there's a good shot we hit that, and I'm pretty sure my predictions say so. No tickers you guys want to see? I'm gonna grab some water. If you guys have any tickers that you want to see in October, throw them up. You might not be able to get to them, but I'm gonna do my best. And then after that, guys, any last questions? I'm gonna head over to TikTok and get some more people on. Oh, stay away from Bank of America, Philip. They have the worst karma, man. Stay away from Bank of America. That's like one of my least. That may be my least favorite stock. Period. if you think about it, they're the only bank that didn't suffer repercussions during the 2008 crisis, the debt crisis. They had no repercussions. All these other banks did. You think they didn't do anything? Give me a break. Give me a break. They're not nice to their customers. They once sent me. They once sent me. This is when I realized this was an awful company and I should never invest in them. They once sent me a letter. I had a like a zero balance in my account. It was negative. I'd pay it back. Negative again. I'd pay it back. I mean, this was my life for so many years. It was ridiculous. And so with that said, like, I got a letter from them one day where they were like, "Oh, we don't want your business anymore. We're closing your account. Please pay your $7 balance." So I went in, met with the manager, paid the $7 balance, closed the account, and then for the next 7 years, they had a credit collections agency chasing me for $7, messing up my credit. I had like a 20-minute conversation or maybe a 30-minute conversation with the person about how ridiculous it was that they would send that letter to somebody. So, you know, with that said, stay away from Bank of America, man. They are awful. Like, you don't treat people like that. I've been a customer of Capital One Bank since before it was Capital. When there was the Electric Orange accounts online, they were like one of the first online accounts, and they had like no late fees and stuff. I was with them, and then Capital One bought them. Like, I've been with them for years and years and years. They're an amazing bank. I hate banks, guys. I am not a fan of banks, period. But this bank, I talk nicely about. That says something. See that? And Caroline agrees. Philip agrees. So, Capital One, I'm telling you, and I wonder what it's at now. I haven't looked at it in a while. Hello. Why is it not coming up? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it was like 08, right? I've been following them since they were at $11. They went to $178. I'm telling you guys, this is an amazing bank to be a part of. I promise you, this is if you want to be in banking, this is the one to be in, long term. I'm not a fan of Chase either. I don't have nearly the same bad taste in my mouth. I've never been a customer. I have family that have been a customer. I mean, I think the irony of the name is just ridiculous. It's Chase, like they just chase you. I don't know. Something has always turned my stomach about Chase. Always turned my stomach about Bank of America. I kind of get a certain feeling about Santander. Citibank, I was a big fan of. I mean, not a fan of, but I was pro Citibank stock for a long time. They were at 33 cents when I was a stockbroker, or when I was a financial planner, sitting in a board meeting about how to sell things, which was like 95% of the meetings that financial planners sit in. Nothing about analysis. So ridiculous. So anyhow, so it was like 33 cents, and I missed out on that one. But Capital One, I'm actually a fan of Capital One. All right, guys, I'm gonna head off. If you're interested, I'll be on TikTok soon, probably for like an hour. And good luck to everybody over the weekend. Remember, guys, if we make a killing, like, remember that rule of karma. You got to spread it around. Yeah, Bank of America is awful, man. Awful, awful, awful. All right, guys. Guess there's no more questions, so I'm gonna roll. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on Monday. Look out for those videos coming out tonight.